Hi guys, it's Amazon. This video has like no point to it. I'm just going to say that now. I'm sorry, I'm going to apply minimum effort into this video because I am genuinely tired. I have overworked myself. My legs painful ache from having to run a cross-country trail, even though I am not fit, and cross-country hasn't even started yet. But I was just tired, and I was thinking to myself, what if I made a video that's just like me describing something, but completely unhinged and unscripted? Like, I didn't even think of it before. So, that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm just lying on my bed doing this. Disclaimer, I'm sorry if I act a little grumpy, or if this has the minimum effort. I'm sorry. I'm tired, but I knew you guys want a video, so here you go, a video. So yeah, this is Wings of Fire, but unhinged and unscripted. So, there's this man, and, he's flying home with an egg, but the egg breaks, so he gets mad, but we don't care about that. So anyways, meanwhile, some people are under a mountain, and they have some eggs, but, this guy, Webbs, brings in an egg, and some other guy, Kestrel, is just like, you have the wrong egg, we need white eggs, that's a brown egg. But anyways, the eggs hatch, and, for now we will just be calling them hamburger, salami, Sour Patch Kids, Smarties, and cinnamon bun. So anyways, these 5 children just most of them want to become teachers, except for Salami, who wants to become the queen of all things, but Kestrel says no, and that they have to become Democrats and start a democracy and vote on who's going to be the queen. Oh, and yeah, and by the way, there's a war going on where these children are raised in a cave, and the cave, one day this big bad stinky guy comes, Morosir, because he's my least favorite character, and he likes Clay, well, he likes hamburger, he likes salami, he loves Smarties, but he kind of likes cinnamon bun, but he does not like Sour Patch Kids at all, because she hatched from a brown egg. Like I said, nothing I'm saying makes sense, and she doesn't care. She just walks into her room and lies on her bed. And so anyways, once big bad guy leaves, Kestrel chains Salami to the pole and decides we're gonna kill Sour Patch Kids. So Hamburger goes into a river and he swims through, and Salami's there too. Somehow she got unchained, and they managed, and they run into the queen of the Skywings. She's a literal queen. And guess what they do? They stab her. Okay. Anyways, they manage to get to their escape plan, but that's Queen Scarlet just ends up grabbing them and putting them in their arena. In her arena. So anyway, Clay wakes up and meets Peril, and she's hot, but not in that way. She's like actually hot to the touch. Like, not just like, oh, you're a little hot. No, this is scalding hot. This is my deck in the middle of summer hot. This is, because you want to know why? Because her scales are literally made of fluffing fire. Oh my god. Yeah, they form a bond, and all of a sudden Peril gets really clingy to him. Not actually, because she's made of fire. And so Clay sees Peril fight some people. It doesn't look good for him, because she just burns right through them. And this continues for a while. He watches Peril burn things. He fights, blah, 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 blah. Kestrel's being imprisoned, and then one day they have a court meeting. Kestrel turns out to be Peril's mom. Ta-da. I don't even know. And so Kestrel fights for her mom's freedom, but she has to fight Clay. And then Glory spits on Scarlet. Then Glory spits on Scarlet, and they all make their escape. Yay. And then they go to find Clay's mom. Clay's mom doesn't care about him. She shows zero interest. That's sad. So yeah, So, then, in the second book, well, Kestrel's dead, but they go to find Tsunami's mom, which is apparently the Queen of the Sea. Coincidental. And, so Queen Coral is just like, oh, it's my child, come here. Also, you have another sister. Her name's Anemone. Feel free to be jealous of her. And then Tsunami is. So, Queen Coral introduces her to this man named Whirlpool, and he honestly sucks. He's almost as bad as Morrosier. I will say almost, because most of this fandom hates him, as you can see. So, she does. So, some more stuff happens, and it turns out the queen's eggs have been relentlessly murdered for years. And so Tsunami has to go solve that problem. And she finds out it's a fluffing statue that's doing this killing. And then Whirlpool ends up to be bad, and then Anemone has the power of Wingardium Leviosa, but it will take my soul away. And then Summer Palace lights on fire. Yay. So, book 3. Glory is going to the rainforest so they can find a solution to some problem that I forgot about. And they get shot. I am not joking. Everyone but Starflight and Glory get shot. And that's apparently the Rain Wings. And for a second there, Glory is thinking, hey, they're not as dangerous as I thought to. But then she finds out they sleep in the sun every day, and they're like, oh great, they are lazy. So, Glory. Apparently there's people disappearing, and this one guy named Mangrove needs to find his wife. And, also Kinkajou is missing too. But we don't care about her for right now. So, yeah. She goes to talk to the queen about this, and it turns out they switch queens a lot. And the queen is like, I don't give a crap. So, Glory's like, I'm gonna take this into my own hands, and she goes and finds the magic portal. She goes and finds the magic portal of Doom to the Sand Kingdom, and they go meet Queen Blaze, but Queen Blaze ends up being very, very, very strange. And then Glory meets this guy named Deathbringer, who, tries flirting. That's all I have to say on that matter. And so, they go back to the rainforest, and they find the other magical portal, this time to the Nightwing Island, where they meet Kinkajou the Menace. And so Kinkajou the Menace helps Sour Patch Kids escape, along with, Deathbringer. I forget. And then and then Glory gets really, really concerned about this, so she walks right up to that queen, and she's like, excuse me, miss, will you help me? And the queen's like, not me. And so Glory does the most impulsive thing. Hey, can I be queen? Oh god. And so they have a giant queen hide-and-seek event, and Glory wins, yay. So, she's queen now. Salami's jealous, and so that's the end of book 3. And also Starflight got kidnapped. So yeah, Starflight gets kidnapped, and that's what they should have titled this book. It's called Starflight Gets Kidnapped and Plays Stuff. And so he's kidnapped, and he's on the Nightwing Island where he meets Sunny 2.0 and her friends. So Sunny 2.0 and her friends are the Dragonettes of Destiny, totally destined to make a democracy. That's strange, because I'm also a Dragon of Destiny, destined to make a democracy. So they have to deal with that problem. Morosir the sucker is there too, and he's like, let's play a game. I dare you. Let's play Truth or Dare. I dare you to go kill those Skywing guys. And, they don't. Stinky guy gets mad, and then, proceeds to, make someone push a guy into a lava pit. But then, Glory the Queen Glory, Queen Sour Patch Kids, goes and saves everything. Goes and saves everything by making an entire kingdom turn to her will because she's cool like that. Anyways, beginning the next book, Sunny is concerned about everything. I am not joking. And so she sees some Nightwings go away, and she follows them. And then she gets kidnapped. I'm trying to remember this correct. The person who kidnapped her was named Thorn. Also, Kipley's there too. And, it turns out that's her mother. Yay! So, yeah, her mother is apparently Thorn. She takes her to this outlaw den. I don't really remember much of what happens there, and I don't really have anything to go double check. And so, Thorn. So yeah, Sunny tries to go back, but then she runs into a mountain called Jade Mountain, and she meets a man who's trapped in stone. That's her father. Yay! Sunny has the coolest parents, and so he just proceeds to tell her that everything she's ever believed is a lie. And so, oh yeah, by the way, the prophecy is fake. And so Sunny decides, what if we get the 3 Salmon sisters who have been at this war for I don't know how many years at this point. I forget. And what if we make them be nice to each other? And everyone's okay with this plan, and so they invite the Sandwing sisters over, and, they're fighting, per usual. Oh god, I'm sorry. One sec. Oh god. I'm sorry. I was trying to get something off my iPad. So, yeah, yay! And so they're fighting, and then the magic MacGuffin appears, and Burn gets bitten by a snake, and Lister gets destroyed by magic MacGuffin. And so Blaze, the only surviving sister and the one who should be named Queen, is immediately looked over to go to Thorn, who's not even part of the royal bloodline, to be queen. She is queen now. And so, yeah, they decide to start a school, even though they should probably be going to school themselves. That's it. That was Wings of Fire. That's Wings of Fire Arc 1. I might do the other arcs and plus some other books like Hilo and stuff. If this gets enough attention. I don't know. For now, I need sleep. Alright. I'm sorry for for not working very hard on this. Okay, bye.